lot of changes to tell you about. We have new tropical storm watches now for Okeechobee County and all of the Treasure Coast, not for Palm Beach County. The storm expected to track up toward the Big Bend area and make a landfall later Thursday, likely early evening, as a major hurricane. It's gaining strength in the northwestern Caribbean. Starting to see some of the outflow here. We look for like feathering on the outer edges, and you can see that happening. That's the high cirrus clouds lifting up into the atmosphere and then pushing out from the center. This is a big engine trying to get going here. And there are also some outer bands, some outer feeder bands that have developed across Andros and the Florida Keys, and that will have an impact here tonight. There's a forecast track, a hurricane off the tip of the Yucatan tomorrow afternoon, winds at 75 and then up to a Category 3. This is about its closest approach to us, and it's over 250 miles away. But the wind field, which I'll show you in a second, is enormous with this storm, and we are expecting the potential for tropical storm force winds here, and then it jogs back toward the northwest as we get into the weekend. At that point, it's far away from our area. The outer band's working in. This is the Vipercast model. It's 4 p.m. tomorrow, so roughly 24 hours from now. The bands work in. We'll get some sunshine. We'll get some heavier bands push in. Each one of these could contain a couple inches of rainfall, and when you get 4 or 5 of those, you're looking at significant rain. The risk for flooding in low-lying and some street areas, and also some gusty winds and the potential for an isolated tornado. There's Thursday evening making a landfall. That's 8:30, so it's moving inland at that point. But we're still dealing with off and on showers and areas of rain into Friday. Here's the wind field now in yellow, the tropical storm force winds, and this has been adjusted. I would say about 30 to 40 miles toward the east. Just a few hours ago, this was just cutting across Lake Okeechobee. Now it's into the coastline on the Treasure Coast, and that's why we have the new tropical storm watch in effect. For that's Thursday afternoon and early evening, and then it's pushing north after that. Here are the new watches in effect, watches and warnings, the hurricane warning obviously for the Big Bend area, but new tropical storm watches in yellow here, all of the Treasure Coast, Okeechobee County, and on the western side of the lake. Probability of seeing tropical storm force winds haven't changed much for our area. They're still below 20%, about a 1 in 5 chance, so we'll keep an eye on that. Hurricane hunters are heading into it, and they'll have some evening data to share with us as far as if this is strengthening and whether it's getting better organized. Now here's that band of rain to the south, Andros through the Florida Keys, and you can see where this is headed. It's headed into our area, and this is going to bring us some downpours later this evening and overnight. We're going to see gusty winds Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. The weather peaks on Thursday, tropical downpours, 35 to 45 mile-an-hour winds with higher gusts, and there will be an isolated tornado threat.